EA Sports. It's in the game.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip. Our main event should be a good one tonight. Scheduled for 12 rounds of welterweight action between these two great warriors. He's making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory. Miguel Cotto's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vicious. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Miguel.
All right, fellas, let's have a quick, clean fight. Touch him up, let's go.
Opening round here, scheduled for 12. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Blocks the headshot. Blocks it away. Protecting his head well with his guard. Good way to protect the midsection. Blocks that belt line well. Halfway through this round. Well, let's talk about the difference between Miguel Cotto, the version that we saw at 140 pounds, and the version that we saw in recent fights at 147 pounds. Because at 140 pounds, he actually started to have some troubles with his chin, and then seemed a little sturdier at 147.
Yeah, you know, it's funny to say that, because maybe he was killing himself, weakening himself a little bit to make 140. So even though he stepped up, he was feeling a little stronger. And don't forget, the smaller guy's a little faster. Maybe they were able to find his chin a little more often.
Great movement to get away from those punches. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Last 10 seconds. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Off the mark. A headshot blocked. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. When Cotto was still at 140 pounds and a world champion, he had a very interesting battle with New York's own Paulie Malignaggi. It was a fight in which Cotto dominated, but Malignaggi stayed in there tough.
Yeah, people were shocked that Malignaggi was able to go the rounds, was able to survive that long.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Blocks away that headshot. Parries that punch intended for the head. Halfway through round number 2. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Clicks of the talk. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Too many punches.
This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know,
They do.
These guys,
They don't have the reach.
No,
they can't
don't.
reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table, but great guys.
And he returns on that exchange. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Let's see some more head movement.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Miguel Cotto comes from a boxing family. His uncle, a trainer, his father, his brother, boxers. I mean, boxing is in his blood, Teddy.
And a real good amateur background. This is a guy that, in his mind, he was born to do this.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Blocks the headshot. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Cotto showing some defense with the block. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Protecting his head well with his guard. A headshot blocked. Final 10 seconds. Parries that punch intended for the head. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Simple, okay? Keep it simple. You're making this harder than what it is. Focus for me.
Here we go with the fourth round. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Blocks that punch. Able to show you his blocking ability. Very nice defensive guard there. Good looking counter punch. Cotto's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. He takes a shot, and then commits to giving one right back. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. A good block.
Cotto, obviously a Puerto Rican native, but he has made Madison Square Garden in New York his home away from home.
Yes, a lot of Latino fans, a lot of Puerto Rican fans in that area, and they have embraced him.
Way to block there. Seconds to go in the fourth. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
All right, listen. We need to create more counters, okay? Slip this punch, then throw it straight right down on it. Don't waste energy, but I want you to keep them. Relax. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Oh, that's good stuff. Fires right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
So when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Good exchange. He fires back. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Miguel Cotto's just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym, or what they don't show him.
Miguel Cotto, his cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. come to the end of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Boy, it's a very closely contested fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, Joe, but it's going to be up now to the judges. Hopefully they have their eyes wide open because they're going to have to look really closely, not just at the action overall, but who's landed the cleaner, more effective punches.
We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Keep working the body.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Gets rid of that effort.
Keep your head moving.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Comes right back with some offense of his own. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Halfway through this fight as this round gets underway here. Been interesting so far. Who knows what we're in store for down the stretch. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Blocks away that headshot. keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Keep moving, keep moving. Move. Keep moving around the ring.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Can't work in the body. Keep moving.
Good looking counter punch. Teddy, I know you swear by it, and we're seeing it right in front of us. Good fighter, likes to fight on the outside, who's having a stellar night with that jab.
Hey, look, if you're going to be an accountant, you better know math. You better know how to add. You're going to be a good fighter, as far as I'm concerned. You better have a good jab.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Get down.
The twist and, oh, and there you go. Miguel Cotto's almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Come on now, guys. Keep busy. Come on.
Miguel Cotto is in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cut man's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But also, he has to find a way for offense to stem the tide, to keep the opponent from just walking right in.
Miguel Cotto, a good block. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind him exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in this round. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. Get on that. Get on that.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A good block. Good looking counter punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Beat him to the punch. Back to the body.
Halfway through this round here.
Side to side. Move that hand.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Miguel Cotto's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Wow, is he defensively sound. Good job staying away from the danger there. Miguel Cotto, a good block. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Done. You had in that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight.
Jab. Use the jab.
Off to the side. A little swing and a miss going upstairs. Able to counter that attack. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot.
More movement. Head movement.
Parries that punch away. Good return fire that time. Showing you some defense there with the block. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
Just knifing up with that uppercut by Miguel Cotto. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
10 clicks of the talk. Ortiz has got to deal with a cut cheek. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
That was good. Keep that up and be happy. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Blocks it away. Lands the counter.
Beat him to the punch.
That was off the mark.
Back to the body.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Don't stay in one spot.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Ortiz has got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Halfway through this 10th and final round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Nice block. Gets rid of that effort. Well, he's throwing it, but just missed. Isn't landing it. Able to show you his blocking ability. How about a return to sender with the left hand? This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Move that body. You need to move that body more. Let's get on that swallow. Get the compress on that.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Good way to protect the midsection. There it is! Miguel Cotto's been stunned. So he gets to Cotto there, and Miguel ties up.
You knew this moment was coming one day because there's been question marks about the chin of Cotto. Now you're going to find out whether or not he can survive the storm.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Good job protecting himself. Cotto's probably asking himself, what can I do differently? Teddy, what can he do differently? Because the power shots aren't landing.
Well, first of all, he can stop hitting the referee with the punch first. Because, I mean, that's what he's doing. He's pulling his hand back, and he's looking for that shot, and everybody sees it coming. His opponent does, too.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chin, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Throws a counter punch there. But gives one. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch. Blocks that belt line well. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
He's going to come forward now because he has to. Nice one. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right?
And this is the final round. 12 rounds going at you. And this is the final round. Round number 12 coming at you. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Cotto showing some defense with the blocks. Blocks the headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Get that hand moving.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. There it is. He goes down for the first time. This fight is over. Miguel Cotto's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered. Miguel Cotto's your winner by knockout.
I feel like I just read a book. You know, I know a little bit more about this guy now.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.
Jet lag every day, and I said that cause I've been on so many planes. It takes training to get like this. How you gonna tell me it's raining when it's only Drake?
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 12 rounds, middleweight action between the Latin Snake Sergio Mora and Cory Spinks. Sergio Mora's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here. Cory Spinks is coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent in the blue corner. Please welcome the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora, and his opponents fighting out of the blue corner, Cory Spinks. All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight.
When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are, because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area, but they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Use your feet.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Counter punch by Mora. Wow, look at that, trading shots. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him.
Teddy, why is it in boxing that there are so many distinct styles that are defined by geography or culture or ethnicity, where we have a Mexican-styled fighter, an Eastern European, upright fighter, an American-styled fighter? Why is that?
Because you are influenced by your surroundings, by the temperament of the people in your surroundings. Aggressive people, aggressive style. Very thoughtful people, people that are very cerebral, well, you're going to have a defensive style. You're going to have a very careful style. It's going to fit right in.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Spinks is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Wow! Sergio Mora's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. He got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
This is your fight. You are in control. You're in control. No.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Mora with a block. Sergio Mora's offense has nearly left the building, but that has a lot to do with the fact that he was hurt earlier. He got tagged.
Now he's got to find a way to be defensive, to make sure he survives, clears those cobwebs out a little bit, but he's got to reconnect the offense before it's too late.
Don't stay in one spot. Circle.
Sergio Mora's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Get your hands up.
A headshot blocked. Halfway through round number 2. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Cory Spinks.
Get away from those punches. Your head.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Nice strike after catching one by Cory Spinks. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Protecting his head well with his guard. Takes one but gives one. Good work by Sergio Mora. Oh, Cory Spinks is stunned and staggered. Counter punch lands from Cory Spinks. Spinks is shoving his opponent there.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into it without throwing a punch. Let's work on that swelling. Beautiful, beautiful, nice movement. Keep that up, keep moving.
Action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. One hook deserves another. Wow. Mora with a block. Sergio able to land a good counter punch. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Able to dismiss that body shot. Cory Spinks blocks that punch. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. End of the round here on our fight night. Always a good time to come here to this venue. Take great fans. I mean, wherever we go on our fight night tour, we have great fans.
Yeah, passionate fans, fans that know the fighters and care about the sport.
Nice. Relaxed. You're in control, all right? Got that? You're in control. So, take your time.
Here we go with the 4th round. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Nice strike after catching one by Cory Spinks. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He just missed that shot up top. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. And he's holding. Cory Spinks is really disappointing us with his lack of work to the body.
Yeah, it is.
Cory Spinks' corner will really need to get after that swelling. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Not able to land the headshot. And Spinks comes back with a counter punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sergio Mora. Cory Spinks is now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time.
All right, come on,
That's
come on,
not
guys.
going to
Work
be
it
easy
out.
to
Work it
survive.
out. No holding.
Mora able to block that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Cory Spinks. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
Let's see some more head movement.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sergio Mora.
Let's see some defense and more punches. Nice and relaxed. Glory control.
Relax. Relax. Doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking how much more of this will... Holy cow! On the receiving end of a big and accurate hook that wasted no time. Blocks that punch. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Sergio Mora's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. Good job protecting himself. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Cory Spinks. Good counter punch by Cory.
Lead it to the post.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing.
Side to side.
Good way to protect the midsection. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
He's tired. One.
Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Sergio Mora's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it. He's putting them together. You know, one or two wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing the guy. And the first two punches, they set up the third and fourth.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Cory Spinks. So we come to the end of the round. And clearly a confidence booster for this man. He got to his opponent. He was able to stun him. Teddy, when a fighter comes back after doing what he just did, do you see them almost light up, like get a little boost of energy because of that?
Yeah, it does build your confidence a little bit. You know, it makes you feel more secure. I can control this man. I had my way.
Nice one. That was good. You have this one. Get on that.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Oh, what an exchange! Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Cover your head, kid.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Counter punch lands from Cory Spinks. Sergio Mora is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Good counter punch by Cory. Cory Spinks is doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Spinks is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Sergio Mora is in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
There it is! Sergio Mora's been hurt.
Hey, no holding, no holding. Come on, punch it out.
The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
He's done. He's done. I want you to double up on that jab and finish off with a hook, okay? 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. We'll take care of the swelling.
That round is underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate. Defense just covering up down low. Both men accurate with their hooks against each other. Cory Spinks has got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Wow! Sergio Mora is hit by that counter. Oh, and there you go. Oh, that uppercut got him badly.
To throw some punches here.
Sergio Mora is fighting real smart here on the outside. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecard, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Spinks is proving to be elusive. Cory Spinks has got to figure out now, Teddy, a way to properly defend himself with that swollen eye.
Yeah, he has to understand what side that he can't defend from, where the punches can come, and not give his opponent that side. Make sure that he moves to the certain kind of way in the ring where he keeps his opponent away from that bad eye, moves him towards the good eye, gives him the best shot.
So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Throw in volume.
Start up again, back to action here with another round, but who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Counter punch lands from Cory Spinks. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Able to cut down that ring and just put... There it is! Cory Spinks' legs look shaky. He was hurt.
No holding!
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Cory Spinks. Mora able to block that punch. Sergio able to land a good counter punch. Sergio Mora is being very efficient right here. I mean, he's just picking his shots. His accuracy is through the roof.
Well, that's one of the talents, and you hope is a talent of a top fighter, is his ability to pick his shots, to be calm enough to see the openings. He's seeing everything right now.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Sergio Mora is doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Sergio Mora's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Good counter punch by Cory. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Almost done. Ahead of that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy. Let's get on that swelling. Compress on that.
Here he is up on his toes, ready to go here. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Spinks' training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
Yeah, it's just not moving his head. And you know, the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, you're handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
Cory Spinks has got to find a way to pull things together here. Ever since he got tagged earlier in this fight, he hasn't been the same fighter.
No, he hasn't, but he hasn't really had a chance to recover. You know, he needs a round, lose the round. Right now, his corner should tell him, look, lose the round, it doesn't matter. Just get yourself together. We'll pick him up later. We'll win rounds later.
And Spinks comes back with a counter punch. That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Cory Spinks. Counter punch lands from Cory Spinks. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so. And it's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab. You're looking to set up punches. You're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch. One big punch right now.
Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good counter punch by Cory.
Keep working the body.
Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Spinks with a block. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Don't give him a chance to set his feet and get any punches on.
Listen, he's done. He's done. Let's compress. Oh, get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. Can we work on the swelling?
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been.
In and out. In and out.
Sergio Mora has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Gets rid of that body shot. Good way to protect the midsection. Holy cow! Sergio Mora's been stunned. Spinks is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Get out of the way.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Mora with a block. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. And Spinks comes back with a counter punch. Target with that hook. Blocks that belt line well. Counter punch lands from Cory Spinks. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy's listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
Okay. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good block by Cory Spinks. Punch lands from Cory Spinks. Spinks has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Sergio Mora's whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. And a perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action. Oh! Sergio Mora's been stunned. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope, stay right in front of the guy and move his head to make him miss. He can't use his legs.
He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Decide to trade there. Good counter punching there with the overhand right. This round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Last round? This is it, last round. Finish this smartly, okay? You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother.
Here we are, the start of a new round, but it's the action that was put forth in a damaging way in the last round that's carrying over the storyline here. He's in prime position to end this fight now.
He is, and I think that right now his opponent is probably thinking about another line of work. So if he jumps on him, maybe he removes this guy.
Cory Spinks blocks that punch. Not much action as he just ties up. Spinks is just throwing plenty of punches, but he's not being efficient.
No, not effective at all. Not educated, not smart with those punches. He's not placing them at all. He's wasting a lot, and his work rate is much, much higher than it should be.
And he's tiring badly. Good counter punch by Cory. Spinks' punches just don't have that snap to them. And if you look at his overall ring movement, he doesn't seem that sharp. I think he's starting to tire at this point.
You know, Joe, it's an interesting thing. A lot of times you think guys aren't in shape when you see that. But he came in a little bit lower than he had been in his previous fights. I think he might have left it in the gym. I think this is a case where maybe he overdid it. He overtrained a bit. And right now it's showing.
Sergio able to land a good counter punch. He missed with that headshot. Good counter punch by Cory. Let's find out by sending it up to the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner, the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora.
Sergio Mora is your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.